Hollywood for the wild. Bear Down Ranch from when he was a child. Chasing elk with a rifle in hand. Stumbles through the woods like quicksand. Short guy tries to hunt white-tailed deer. Trips over roots, can't see real clear.
All right, guys, that's right. 5-star black bear, which I'm not taking out right yet. We got a lot to talk about. Yeah, I'm not taking them out because I only have the 223, but maybe we should do a ridiculous 223 shot on this guy. But no, we're going to get into a bit more of conversation about herd management. So I brained it up a bit, went back to the lodge, I slept the night. Don't worry, the 5-star black bear is still out there. We didn't go into another year, it'll be there. But something exciting happened in the Way of the Hunter community today. Well, actually yesterday. Yesterday, from when the video pops up, we got an interesting report of a user from a user of herd management actually working really well. So we're gonna go over that. There's a bunch of info to go over. So it's just gonna be a video, kind of minimalistic like I normally do. We'll go for a little bit of a walk, talk about what herd management is in 2025. And what it used to be, and sort of how it is now, and sort of provide you with all the info that you need to be able to make your own sort of herd management decisions. So if you want to know the current status of how to create better fit herds, well, this is the ramble for you. Special thanks goes out to a Discord user, a player of the game. Goes by Jacob Azante, as I'm going to guess the surname there. Jacob's a student who had some extra time off in the the holiday season, and put a lot of time into going through some of the systems and everything like that that we've been working on. You know, the Way of the Hunter scientist community, all the members put some serious time into it and had great success with herd management. He went through Toothless's written manual document on it. He used the fitness management and the age management processes. Took that info and he targeted a specific species in Linticoto, so the reindeer down in the southeast. So a single habitat, single species, and his reports are, well, it's not peer reviewed, but it's peer reviewed from the info he provided us. I kind of went over it, and doesn't mean he's following all the info we had correctly, and he's reporting in information that sounds accurate. Someone's going to sort of share that, but basically, herd fitness or herd management in this game has sort of gotten to a point where, yes, you can get significant returns now. He's just pulling 5 stars out like crazy now, and he's getting some 99%. Now, some people might say, oh, that's boring or whatever, pulling them out and everything like that, but you don't have to play it that way. Remember, herd management is optional. You still get 5 stars and everything like that, but herd management is in a place now where I think if you put the work in, you're gonna get a lot of cool rewards. You don't have to do it, of course, but you know, it's just kind of that balance. If you want to play that part of the game, it's cool for it to give rewards. And you might be saying, hey, Bumble, we've had herd management in the game for some time. Yes and no, we've had it, but it's had 2 issues, which kind of made it have a minimal effect to it. And it was sort of hard to test, sort of hard to figure out, and things like that. But I'm going to go into that. I'm going to go into a bit of the history of it, just a little bit, not too much information. So I'm going to go over briefly what it is, how it works, in case you're a new player to the game. And yeah, kind of go through the history of why herd management is different now than it used to be. So we're going to pull up our handy-dandy map of Nez Perce here. So basically, the basics of herd management is, it's the average fitness of all the males of a specific species in a single habitat. So the example I always was doing tests on was in the grasslands of Cottonwood. So the habitat is all the grasslands, which is 2 areas, Rivermouth in Cottonwood. And I typically targeted the mule deer whenever I did my testings on it. All right, so basically if you jump in the game, first time, load up a map, the average fitness of a habitat is going to be 55%, about that. Now that's my calculation, that's kind of what I go off of there. It can change for species, it can change between updates. The game has been known to be unreliable, has been known to be buggy. So there are exceptions to everything, but basically this is the rules I kind of go off, or the info I go off of. Just because it's the most accurate until proven otherwise. That's kind of how I figure out the game. I go with the most likely stuff until proven otherwise, or, you know, investigate like that. So typically fitness goes from a range of 10% up to 100%. So that's sort of your range. You will typically not get any single digit fitness numbers. There was exceptions in the past with badgers. There are a bunch of 5% badgers out there, but that is pretty much a bug. It goes from 10 to 100%, and the average or median is 55%. Like if you didn't touch anything on it, that's pretty much where it falls. And the average is on a bell curve. Now I don't have any fancy editing or any pictures or anything like that, but if you don't know what a bell curve is, you can quickly Google it or whatever. But essentially what it is, it's a graph that goes, if you can follow a little cursor, it appears on the screen, kind of goes up in the middle and then down is lower on each end. And what that means is if the average is 55%, then when a new animal is born, it's going to get the fitness most likely right in the middle. So it's going to be between 50 and 60. And now it can roll high on the high end and it can roll low on the low end, but they are more rare. So like a 10%, a low fit 10% animal is just as rare pretty much as a 100% one, because it's on the two extremes, right? So typically what you would do is you would harvest the low fit animals, and then you would try to budge the average fitness up. Because what basically happens is at the start of a new year, here I'll start walking and see if we can see something. At the start of the new year, the game takes all the males of a specific habitat and a specific species, calculates the average, and then creates new animals, new 1-year-old animals, based on the bell curve of the average of the fitness. So say it was 55%, then your new animals would all be, not all, but most of them would fall between 50 and 60%. Okay, but you would get some high, you get some low. So basically you would call, and then when the new year rolls around, the game will recalculate the average fitness of the animals. And if you remove the low fit ones, you would have budged that average fitness up. Instead of 55%, it would now be 60%. Okay, so then your most common animals would be 55 to 65%. And you would do it again, and you would kind of keep nudging it up. The problem with that old system, well, I guess before I get into that, I just want to make sure that that's kind of, everybody knows how that works. I think I went through it pretty good there. But remember, it's all based on the habitat and specific species, and of course off the males. The females are 0% fitness; they don't have any weight in the fitness at all. But that's typically how that works, and you can go up and down, right? So if you shot too many high fitness ones, you would scooch it down a little bit from it. But so the big question was, historically through the game, was, does this herd management actually work? Because it seemed to show minimal results. So there was two issues with the old system, and that was one, it seemed to have a cap. So if you were pushing the average fitness up to a point, it would only go so high. So say the max is 70% or something like that. Like you would never be able to push the average or the median up above 70%. So then the most you'd ever be able to get, right, most of your animals would be falling between 65 and 75%. So you'd be getting a bunch of 3 stars, but you did push it up a bit, so you would be seeing some 5-star, like more 5 stars and 4. So that's what typically people will see. That's probably what the numbers were. This was never 100% confirmed. Like the developers never give us numbers or anything like that, but it's something like that. So you're kind of hard capped. So they had to work pretty hard actually to get that 70% there. Now there's different strategies to try and get the fitness to go up faster and things like that. And there's been a few in the community that have done that. I myself pushed it up really high. Typically what you can do is within one single year, you harvest everything, you know, below 70% or something like that. Like you go, like you're even harvesting higher fit animals, but you're trying to leave like 80% animals. And then you can really push it up in a single year and get a really high roll next time. But in the past, it was capped, right? At 70%. Now, it also had a bug, it would appear, because sometimes if you hit that cap, it would reset your herd fitness to some kind of random number that was really low. So I sent mine up to like 80% or something like that, which went above the cap, and then it broke this grasslands. It set my average to something like 25% or 30. Like, it was just ridiculous. It was way down there, and I kid you not, I had tons in the 10% range, tons in the 20% range, and quite a few in the 30% range over and over and over again. So it kind of broke it. So this is kind of the phase where I'm talking about the history of the herd fitness, how it was working, but not fully working. Yeah, anyways, the developers took note of the video, and I don't remember the specific conversations, but there was an update to it. And that's where we kind of catch up to speed here. So hopefully that little summary help people understand what herd management is, how the basics of it works, and then that's kind of the history of it. And a lot of people gave up on the herd management because you do a whole lot of work just to get it, you know, from 55% average up to 65%, and that would help, but it wouldn't really be worth it for all the effort that was in there to do it. So a lot of people just kind of didn't do much herd management. I would stop doing herd management just because you'll still get 5 stars and things like that. However, so now we're going to bring it up to speed here to what, you know, to where I think it is. Now, none of this has ever been 100% confirmed from developers or anything like that. We never really get any specifics, any specific confirmations on this sort of thing. Well, it does appear that the bug in the cap is no longer there, which means you can just blow the poop out of your average fitness on a habitat. Now, this happened quite a while ago, because you may be wondering, well, why haven't we been talking about this or doing this? Well, I can't remember when the update was, but it was an update, it was before Linticoto. In response to the situation that I was showing in my video, and maybe the developers had other reports, I don't know, they put a little update in one of the updates, a note. It was kind of vague, but it was basically addressing the caps or whatever systems they had in place. Now, I just call it a cap. You can call it a threshold, or you can call it a safety net, because the fitness also had like a safety net on the low end. You know how I kind of call it a cap, like about 70%? Well, there's also a safety net that if you shot a bunch of high fit animals that you couldn't wreck your habitats, it could only bottom out so low. So they had kind of a safety net at the top and safety net at the bottom, this little threshold in the fitness area that the game would correct itself. Like, it wouldn't let your habitats get too out of hand. It looks like that's gotten way more lenient. There probably still is a cap. There's probably still a safety net. I don't know how about on the low fit kind of end, but it looks like the high fit end has been raised, and also the bug that seems to have like crapped out your habitat fitness when you hit it is gone as well. So that's kind of where we're at now. When they release that update, a lot of the scientist community, we were kind of tired. I can only speak for myself, but so some people weren't too interested in the herd fitness, but a few of us were. I myself was. I had already just done all that science stuff that had found that bug and everything, and I didn't want to test all the herd fitness stuff again because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. And that's where Jacob kind of comes in. He actually put the hours in and the time in that's needed, and it's a lot. But that's kind of where we're at now, because that update came out, but it was never tested. I looked at it, I'm like, okay, it's kind of vague. It doesn't actually say all that stuff was fixed. If I went and tested it out, in my head, I'm just like, I bet you it's not really fixed, or they didn't really change anything, so I wasn't too interested in it. But like I was saying, Jacob, he did the work. He did the work, and he did some significant science to show that all those problems are gone now. So if you want to put the work into herd management, That cap and that bug there seems to be lifted. Like I was saying earlier, he's pulling 90% like crazy out of his habitat down in southeast Linticoto with those reindeer. So I want to make the video just to sort of go over the, just sort of the history of that, and, what the herd management is, what we sort of learn. It's got me very interested in the game again. I don't think I'll still do it like big herd management stuff. I might just kind of hang out and do more passive style. I'll keep doing the age management stuff. The cool part about this is there's many different ways to actually do it. I won't go into specifics on exactly, how Jacob went about it. But he did use Toothless's guide and probably some of my videos and whatnot, which the links are in the description and things like that. And you can kind of just take this knowledge and sort of sort through how to do it. He did use age management as well. So what that is essentially you shoot all the males in a single herd, and then when they come back next year, they're all going to be the same age. So you essentially just write down their age 1, and you got to keep track of them. He was keeping track of 17 herds, a reindeer herd, some solo and some groups. But basically he was age managing them, so he always knew when they were when they're at their maxed age. And when they're at their maxed age, they're really easy to see what sort of fitness they're at. Because he would shoot, say, the 2 stars and the 3 stars, the 1 stars, of course, and he would take the 5-star trophies if he had one, but then he would leave like a 4-star. So basically, I know I didn't say I was going to go into too many details, but I think he did like some other things, of course. But basically, just to give you an example, which is similar to what he did, essentially he was just leaving 4 stars all over the place, because he would take his 5-star trophies and he would harvest everything else, and they were all maxed age, so he knew the 3 stars were definitely lower fit than the 4. So if he was just leaving 4 stars, he was leaving animals above 75%, and that's all that was left. The males were above 75%, so his fitness was probably, his average fitness is probably sitting at 80%. So that's how we know the cap has been lifted, because his bell curve is sitting probably at 80%. So the majority of his spawns are going to be 75 to 85, something like that. And so he's getting lots of 90s now. So I wanted to make this video. I know it's what's that, 17 minutes or something like that, and it's definitely kind of ramble video without much action. I'm gonna go get that black bear probably, but I wanted to get that out there, because you can do a lot of things now since the herd management stuff's working. Like it looks like it's in full swing. So if you want to set something up, I can make some suggestions. Taking that example I just gave, what I would actually do, because I'm just greedy and really curious, is I'd be just leaving 5 stars. I'd be taking the 2, 3s, and 4s, and then I'd be leaving the 5 stars. Just to see how high that fitness can go, that average fitness. Anyways, you don't have to do it, because apparently Jacob leaving the 4 stars, he's getting plenty of 90s and 99. So I think Jacob's onto something. I think we always knew to leave the 4 stars, right? Because you would wait to see if they're old. But see, with age management, when they're all the same age and you know that they're at their maxed age and max score, you know for sure he's like an 80% animal that you're leaving. Right? So anyways, you know the percentage you're leaving. So anyways, I'm rambling on a bit too much. So hopefully you can make use of some of the information. I think we'll take a shot here at a mule deer, and then we'll go get that black bear. I wanted to show that black bear just because, just as an example, that you don't actually have to herd manage to get 5 stars. The 5-star black bears are extremely rare because they take so long to age like that. And I haven't done any management of black bear. That's actually my test bear that's up there. And I just went to check on him. Just we were talking in Discord about this one little one bear. I think it was Klutz who asked about it, and he was asking about this specific bear, which is up here. I use it to test bear shots and things on this guy right here because he's right by this campsite. And I'm like, he used to be like a solo female, like stuck as a solo female. So I went to check. I couldn't remember if he was still stuck or if it was a solo female stuck there. And I went there, and as you see the start of the video, he's a 5-star male. I'm like, okay, so that's cool. Anyways, I don't know what kind of shot I want to take. I don't know if I want to do the work with the 223 to chase a bear. However, we do have the 223 polymer tip ammo in here, and this should be plenty to smoke this guy. Yeah, he's down. He's going down. 223. You don't need any other rifle. Probably 243 maybe. Well, you do kind of. Cape Buffalo, that's definitely difficult with the 223. But it actually can be done. 30-30 can take down lots of stuff. You know, you don't need the big high-powered things. The 223 is one of my favorites. Just because it's also easy to calculate the damage. Because the cavity damage is so thin, it might as well just all be penetration damage. So it makes it a little easier to judge. So I'm going to track this guy down. It might take him a little bit because the 223 just doesn't... Well, it got medium blood on it. But yeah, let me go find him. Well, I hope that ramble kind of made sense to some people. Of course, very minimalistic video style I don't do any scripting or anything like that. I just kind of talk off the cuff. So hopefully it kind of helps out there. But yeah, the moral of the story is herd management is kind of where we wanted to be. It is definitely having an effect. And you can definitely have some fun with it now. And you could probably have in the last few months, but no one's really been looking at it or reporting in on it or doing a lot of hard work at it. I mean, to do something like Jacob was doing there, he's doing like, he's hunting for like I don't remember what he said, like 6 hours or something like that, you know, like he's put a lot of time into it. So it's not for everyone, but you can still do it kind of at a slower pace. And the good news is you'll definitely see results now. As you know, as long as his game's not super bugged out or he's doing something silly or anything like that, but it sounds pretty good to me, the info he's given. So anyways, but yeah, definitely report in on that if you've noticed anything or have any kind of luck in it. Come to the Discord, let us know. Look at that, the Palmer tip. You know what? I may make this shot on the black bear. Let me just do some calculations because we're hitting at 1500. Black bear needs 600 to the lung. How much energy do you think this bullet will lose on the way to the lung? 1,000? Probably 1,000, eh? So probably can't do it. I might try it. I might try it for some fun. There's a 39%er. But it kind of feels good now because now I know that made a difference where before it still made a difference, but it was very minimal. Like right now, like that cap kind of keeping everything in check. And I just call it a cap. It probably had some other code working in the background, but it looks like they did fix it up. And I mean, that was months ago. It's just no one's really checked on it or didn't they? We actually, because I knew it would take hours and hours and hours and hours and documenting and everything like that to do it. Yeah, it's good news for the game. Good news for the game for sure. Let's go and get this bear. They drink 7 to 7, right? The trouble is, drink zones with bears are always in the dark. Let's try. I'm gonna have to give it a few minutes so I can bring it right into 7 p.m. I don't know what's better, 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. I don't want to go into another day just in case I do roll it into a new year. And I'm gonna need some time to track this guy down. Now here's something I don't see. I don't ever see mule deer here. This must be the rare zone. I do remember them, but yeah, I don't ever see them. Do you think? Here, let's do a 250 meter shot while we're waiting. Oh, he's moving now. See if we can. I'm gonna fall off here. Yeah, I can't get in. Behind the branches here. Come on, River. Let's go see if this little 223 polymer tip here. Take this guy. Oh, no, down I go. Oh, he survived. Oh. He's a 3-star. I'm not really worried about it. I'm more curious about the shot. then, like I mean, I'm not doing any herd fitness. The herd fitness stuff you do have to like focus on. If you just take like one animal a year, two animals a year. Yeah, he's going down. Yeah, if you just do like one or two animals, like if I just did like just shot these 2 mule deer and that's it for the year, it's not really going to do anything to the herd fitness. I'd have to go through and take, you know, take at least 5 or 6, half a dozen or so. Then you'll start having a factor in it. You would have a small amount, but you're susceptible to basically RNG. Because sometimes you can just roll low on the bell curve, right? And then it will undo what you just did, because 2 animals aren't going to make that much difference to the average. I can't remember the numbers. I did have a count for all the mule deer in the grasslands. So you can get some sort of idea how much weight each mule deer holds. Yeah, so I might not get this guy right away. Oh no, we might have time for it. Let me go grab him. Alright, here he is. So that's like 250 meter shot? A little 223. Nice, perfect. Perfect. But yeah, see how it's a super narrow cavity cone? I mean, that's basically just a straight line with penetration. It does matter because more cavities like right here. Like more of the non-linear damage. But it's such a straight line that you can almost just treat that as one type of damage, which is nice. So it only hit at 1200. It lost what, 300? 300 of the way to it? Yeah. So not bad. It lost 300 of the way there. It needs 400 to knock out the lung. So it hit at 800 or 800 something. So it had plenty left over. And yeah, it actually left the lung too soon. It could have done more damage if it was a little more angled or something. So anyways, what was his fitness? 70%? Meh, not a big deal again. I've only taken 2 mule deer this year. It will factor in, but I got one low, one high, so it's not going to do much. I'm just not worrying about it. You only have to worry about it if you're, you know, if you got a goal in mind. Okay, so what we're going to do is that's enough time. Perfect. We're going to teleport back. Go to 7 p.m. and see if the bear is actually here. Typically he's here. If it's a rare or often zone, it just seems to be one that keeps popping up at. And on the flashlight. Problem is it's always dark hunting these guys at drink time. And hopefully he doesn't die of old age while I try and track this guy down. See if he renders in here. If not, I'll have to keep bouncing the time around until he does. I might have to go into the next day, which it is possible he dies of old age. But that's just how it goes when you fool around. I don't know if he popped in. I don't think he did. I don't actually know where his other zone is. Actually, I think I did find it once. I don't know why I don't have any. Oh, I got his feed zone. Like his other zone's down here, I think, but I'm sure I picked that up before, so I don't quite. No, he would have yelled or something by now. Unless that's him there. Oh no, there he is. Yep. Okay. Typically, they render in here, so that's interesting. Maybe he rendered not at the zone and coming to the zone. Let's set up a shot, though. No, wind's going that way, though. I'm not going to be able to get that close. If we flank to the left. Let's see if we can get a good shot in him. I mean, my prediction is... it'll lose 800 joules on the way in. I don't think it'll lose a full 1,000 on the way to the lung. He's broadside, too. I wonder if I can pick up the pace and get in there a little quicker. Good old hiker difficulty. It's kind of the shooting game. Oh no, he's spinning around. Yeah, he's gonna pick up the scent. Oh, let's swing this way. Then he might not catch the scent. Oh geez, we got... I think that's a good broadside. 130 meters. Let's get the rifle out. Do some measurements on the energy. Hunter Sense Dot's gonna grab that bush though. 1300. 1300, 800. I don't think it's enough. Remember, that's the left lung we hit. Can't really see blood, so it looks like he probably stopped bleeding. Yeah. He was just kind of sitting there broadside, and I didn't want to wait till he turned. Like, I didn't want to give him the chance to, like, turn away. But yeah, the quick numbers in my head, I probably only got 500 joules to that lung, which isn't enough. It's going to be my estimate. So I'm curious how accurate my prediction is. It's always kind of a fun part of the game. But it's no doubt going to be small blood. I don't think I would have been able to knock that lung out. Yeah. So, not a surprise. That's how you learn, though. Well, we kind of knew. But it's just fun to try. Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually... I thought I had that. Yeah, see, he's got 2 drinking zones here. Okay, so this is rare. Okay, well, that's why he spawns over here once in a while. Yeah, normally he's over there. Okay, well, we could just teleport him back. Simple as that. The problem is... Yeah, see, this bear is perfect for target shooting on bear. What you're looking for is any kind of animal, like herd, that's drink zones on the water. Like, both of them on the same. Sometimes there's a few. So we're going to teleport him back. We need to hit the left lung. Is that what I said? And that'll knock him out. Problem is, we're dark now. So, which does not bode well for video. But I can't really go into the next day, because I'm worried about the year rolling over. There he is. He's spawning at his off the drink zone. Now, we can take this 150 meter shot, but I'm going to have to wait. I mean, I don't think it's going to appear through the video very well, but I need him to turn. He's going to have to turn to his right. So, nothing to do but wait, and I can't really lighten it up at all. So, I'll just skip ahead until I think I have a shot. Basically what I'm doing now is his left lung is damaged because it operates on a hit point system. And I'm just going to apply more damage to that left lung. So the next shot should do it. Because I'm hitting him at like 1300 again, so it's going to be another 500 to the lung. As long as I place the shot here. And if he turns, will be good. Yeah, this is why I don't really do videos for night hunting, because you just really can't see much through in the video. He's just kind of looking at me. I don't know what he's doing. But he actually moved closer, so we're almost at 1400 joules, so this will definitely take him out if he would just turn. He's just kind of cruising along here. I don't know if he's doing an inspect. He might turn at the end of his inspect. Problem is, I might lose him. Oh, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. It's going to be hard to see. I can't see anything. That must have hit his left lung again. Alright, let's go look. Oh, man. I really want to, of course, take this guy down, but now I'm definitely curious to see how that's doing. It's even dark for me to take the shot, so it's, you know, he's just kind of like all black fur on like all black background. I might have to go into next morning. The problem is he might age and not appear. But that's just the game. That is just Way of the Hunter. I'm not even that sad, really. I got 3 5-star black bears. It's whatever. Like, super... Like, these guys are just very difficult to get those. So it's nice to get another one. I don't even have a bloods block. What? Did that not hit him? Was there a hitbox in the way? Where was he? Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to go into the next day. Alright, well, let's give it a go. Hopefully he doesn't disappear on me. Alright. Here we go. Cross our fingers. 7:42. Okay, no. This is the last day of the year. He's going to be there again. I want to know what that shot did, because I don't think it hit him, which is weird. Maybe there's a stick that wasn't rendered in or something? Video's going long now, though. I didn't want to go super long. Where is he? Render in, buddy. Sometimes it takes a second for them to populate. Unless he died. Then he's laying out there somewhere. I didn't see any blood, though. Not seeing a bear. Should be rendered in by now. Uh-oh. He might be down. If he's laying out there somewhere, he wouldn't pop back again. Uh-oh. That might have been a kill shot. Well, I don't know why I didn't see any blood, though. Did I not go to the right spot? Will the blood still be there? Big questions. Oh. No, there he is. It wasn't a kill shot. Darn it. Okay. Let's get a little closer. Set up another one. Like, I don't think it hit him. I think it, I think something must have been in front. Or is it a really bad shot? Which is possible, too. Okay, I got his left lung here, so we're not going to go too close. Perfect. Come on. How many 223s can you take to your left side? No. Like, maybe I'm greatly overestimating this. Maybe they're not even getting to the lung. I might go get a bigger gun. Just to, like, see what in the world's going on with this guy. I guess the 223 is just not making it in. I thought it would. I don't know, I'm super curious now. I have the wrong side of him. I can go after him though. He's not gonna run much further than over that hill. Well, if the second shot didn't hit, then that would have been the second shot. I'm super curious now. I never hunt black bear with 223, but the 223 really had good penetration on that mule deer. And you know, I take moose with it, so yeah, I'm curious now. I mean, I've taken black bear down with a 22, so now given the 22 took 60 shots to take the bear down, I mean, you know, it can be done. But the 223 should definitely be hitting his lung. So the bear will be right up here somewhere. He ran over this hill. Is this blood? No, it's just a track. I didn't want to make this video that long though, but I mean, it is a 5-star black bear. It's not like I can just leave it and not do anything now. Is that him? No. Alright, he's up here somewhere. See if he calls. There. You are a tough bear. So he's not alert, but he's doing his little, notice me. He should kind of rotate one of the directions when he gets tired of staring at me. Wind's good and everything. Oh, he's turning the wrong way. Wrong way, wrong way. Oof. Wrong way, bear. There, he's going down now. Yep. There's 5-star black bear. Here we can run after him. When they're wounded, they don't run very fast. See if we can get him here. Alright, so we get to analyze a 5-star black bear hunt in 223. After some nice rambling about the new... Not the new, but updated updated info on the herd management stuff. Oh, bunny rabbits. Stuck. And I think the next news is on January 15th, I think. Supposed to hear something. So I'll be looking forward to that. Should be, what, 2 weeks away or something? Less than 2 weeks? Alright, there he is. He's having trouble going down. I mean, it's not much damage there, but I think it was lung blood, right? Would you sit down? A tough old bear. We're gonna have lots of shots to analyze here now. Should get our knife out. Hand-to-hand combat. Get back here. Jeez. It's like I'm hitting him with a low caliber or something. Anytime, bear. Anytime. Thank you. Alright. 5-star black bear. Just as simple as that. Ethical hunting all the way. Oh, there's the first shot. Right, that was a good shot. But, yep, gun's just underpowered, not a surprise. How much... Oh, you know what happened? The lung's too thin. Predator lung, right? It's very thin. It had enough energy. Yep. Geez, the 223 can do that. But you have to get the bullet in the lung. I wonder what shot you'd need. Oof. 223 can do it though. Okay. You just have to keep it in the lung, but it's tough because predator lungs are so thin. Yeah, like the damage, the energy after it leaves the lung doesn't apply to the lung, so. Wait, there's a bug. The second shot did take out the lung. Look, the second shot, it did only take 2 shots. I did do it right. The game jipped me there. There's the third shot. He's got three 223s in his lung, so there's a bug. Boom. Yeah, buggy game. So always take everything with a grain of salt in this game. Let's see what happened with the right lung. That was 59 meters. Yeah, he was turning in, so there was a big flesh wall in front of it. Shot 5, took out the right lung. Actually, could take down the heart too if I hit correctly. Yeah, you can do this with 223. Another left lung hit. Another left lung hit. Is that 5 in the left lung? 4 or 5? One didn't really count though. But anyways, there we go. Let's take a look. That's right, guys. That's right. Completely herd managed. Completely herd managed. The trouble is, was he in his last year of life? Almost 400 kilograms. This could be a big one. This could be a big one. Jeez. Jeez. Why couldn't that say 500? I'm gonna need a moment. I'm gonna need a moment to do screenshots. Proper bragging in the Discord. I need a moment. There we go. Did proper bragging in the Discord here. We're gonna taxidermy him. That, this is the morning of the 3rd day of his last year. This is the last year. Or the last day. Not the last year that that bear was going to be on the map. This is the last day that bear was going to be on the map. So, man. Whew, I really gambled on that one. Pushed that one right to the limit. Even used the 223. Made sure he was in the last day of his life. Not just last year. Last day. Use the tiny caliber. That's how. That's the proper way. The way, Hunter. I gotta shut this off. This is going 50 minutes. It's way too long. It's supposed to be like a little short video about herd management. Anyways, hopefully everybody's still enjoying Way of the Hunter. You know, it's got its ups and downs. Right now it's looking pretty good. Hopefully we get some new interesting news in the next 2 weeks. Take care, guys. Happy hunting. See you later.